So hello, welcome everybody, I'm RxOliver, these are my friends. We're about to play some Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition. This is episode 62 of the Homebrew campaign, aka the Holy Cleanse, aka the Burning Staff 2.0. We are on the Swords Day the 9th of a fire moot in the year 50. 30 days to court. And we find ourselves where the party is just about to go into battle with a Death Knight. Spells are cast, buffs are done, initiative is rolled. We'll be starting off the session tonight with the start of round 1 of combat. The Holy Cleanse facing off versus the Death Knight. Take it away, players.
I shall just check distance.
One thing I have to do before we start, so I've got this big list of all the spells and all the buffs that's cast on everybody. One of them is Darrow's been enlarged. Now it's 70% he gets enlarged, isn't it? He gets 70% bigger.
Who cast it? Was it was
Kiara,
who's 7th level, therefore.
Yeah. So just scaling up your token a bit, what do you think?
It's not a proper dwarf.
I've had too many games in between these last games, I can't find my notes.
Well, you are more than halfway down the initiative, so don't panic.
Yeah, I don't. The fact that I need notes for him.
So
Well, it's just as well I can't see him.
we at the top of round 1 of combat then, and it is Fargrim of the Battlehammer Brothers, who has, for the record, Silence cast on his maul for the next 12 rounds, has a potion of speed, so he's got double movement and double attacks for the next 13 rounds, and he's got protection from evil on him for 18 rounds. So have we done the multiple attacks he gets for being in, for having
Yes.
the speed? We have?
He normally only gets one attack.
Yep, and we've
But
added them, yeah, I see the two now, yeah. Sweet. Okay, Fargrim, take it away, David.
Sorry, that was a screaming battle cry, but since he's in a silence spell, nobody can actually hear it.
That's right, aye, so you see the scream look on his face, but no sound whatsoever.
And his armour doesn't make a clanking noise. It's most amazing.
The
Anyway.
silent dwarf.
Charges
Charges
up
in.
beside the battle knight and swings with his hammer. Well, maul, actually. 1 second, we'll have a go.
Good luck, a good start to this combat could really turn the tide, like.
Do I get any bonus for surprise, he said, expecting the answer no.
Nobody's surprised.
Not even the Death Knight?
No, he's not surprised. The good news is that he is second last in the initiative here. That's your saving grace here, folks. Good luck with these rolls. That will not hit him. I'll just double check what it is, but no, that does not hit him. Nothing like it.
Well, I'm not used to running at that speed. That's the problem.
Well,
That was a 3.
next
That's
it's
a 3.
the fearless leader, the holy Darrow Greataxe.
Well, one question, we discussed a Death Knight had certain properties. When do people make the saving throws against it? Is it on its...
Oh, it's fear. Oh, no. So Fargrim should have made a saving throw when he went into the radius there, eh? So, let me pull up the character sheet.
No trouble, lad. Actually, I shouldn't be saying that. 'Cause you
Death Knight, right, it's not there. Death Knight, I've not got the bit where it says about it's... Okay, so let me just pull up its... the monster manual then, folks. That'll just be a sec. Got the monster manual here. Death Knight. I'd ask you to look it up, but no, then you're just metagame it.
Me, I won't. Don't hate metagame.
No, everybody. So I'm looking it up, so I'm just going to check what its fear aura is. Pretty sure it's 10 feet, 5 or 10 feet, something like that. Where does it say? Doesn't. I don't think it has a fear aura. It can cast fear spells.
I thought it...
I thought it did. Bear with me.
Do you want me to? I can look at it, but that would allow me to remind myself what it does.
I'm just looking just now.
Even I think about something about a fear aura it's where it affects anything that's within. It's like a radius. It's like a
Oh yeah, I found it. Constantly generates fear in a 5-foot radius, so you've got to make a save versus fear. Fargrim.
And what saving throw is that?
So look
It's
up
a spell, presumably.
look up the spell. Look up the spell fear. Yeah, look up the fear spell. Somebody else look this one up. Then.
Well, if it's a counts
It'll be
as a
save
spell, then
versus
it's
spell.
save versus spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a +2 due to the protection from evil. Are there any other bonuses on me?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, it's too late now.
There's something else that's too late about to happen.
But you are a dwarf. I know you dwarves aren't easily affected by spells.
One success. So you successfully save against the fear aura.
Near at this Death Knight.
Right. Now it's Darrow's turn.
Now it's Darrow's turn. I am doing a one-segment thing, i.e. Barrack Clan's Blessing. How far can I move him?
Half movement.
Can you mark it off, please?
Can do it. Oh, apparently I went offline for a bit. Must have lost connection. Hope I've not lost too much in the footage.
Let me check. I've literally just flicked off from there.
Did you miss anything? So we've got our engineer in the audience. How much have you missed? Did you miss Ogrim making it a fear save? So I'll just say what's happened in the last 2 minutes in case we have missed any footage when I went offline. Then so Fargrim charged. He was first. Made his fear save. Darrow has now moved half his movement and cast Barrack Thram's Blessing. Everyone is affected except Fargrim. And that's your turn, eh, Peter?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for letting us know, Goof. Appreciate you. So apparently the stream went offline for a bit. So I'm going to have to piece bits together later on. That'll be fun. That's all it is. Right, next we have Charlemagne.
Alright, Shaza is going to hold his action. That was very easy. I don't know why I even pretended like I was going to do something there. I'd rather die before my bear.
Okay. Fargrim. Again, second attack.
Again, silently screaming at this evil thing.
And that hits it. Definitely. Now, give me a good roll on the damage. Give your allies and friends, fellow players, a good roll on the damage, man.
Yeah!
Decent.
Do you know who thinks he's going to kill us in this battle? Another one of us in this battle.
Okay. Next, it's Eleonora.
Eleonora is hoping to do a part move and then bless.
Okay. But Barrack's Blessing and Bless don't stack, do they? Because it's the same spell.
Bless, I meant prayer.
You meant prayer, right? Cool. Yeah, okay.
So it is 60-foot radius. So she moves next to Darrow.
Okay.
She's going to have everyone in her radius, including it.
Yeah, so it gets the negatives from the spell as well. Okay.
That is the radius of the silence spell around Fargrim, by the way.
Okay, do you want to do the fear aura on the Death Knight while you're at it?
I don't have any control over the Death Knight.
Oh, right enough, you don't. I can. What did we say it was, 5 foot?
5 foot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on this... right, okay, so colour, I'll do a different colour. Make it a nasty one.
Oh, and that means everyone apart from Fargrim has a +1 save for sphere.
Okay, so I will put the marker on Eleanor and how many rounds does that last?
What I mean, meaning the Barrack Clan's Blessing gives a +1 save.
Right, yeah, so what's how long does Eleanor's prayer last?
That's also 6, now that she's 6th level.
Okay, and that'll be her turn now. And a car.
I was wanting to cast a magic missile.
Nice.
Don't know whether
okay.
it'll affect it, because some
Right.
of these things have
2
magic.
seconds. I just want to double check your exact line of sight. You might have to move up.
Yeah.
You're good. You're good. You've got exact line of
Okay,
sight without moving.
Okay, even if I have to shuffle over slightly. And that's within range of magic missile, I should
Magic
think.
missile's got a long ass range, I believe.
Yeah. So that's what I shall go for.
If your friends are fighting with something and you're not in range of magic missile, you're doing something wrong.
Right, well, I should get 3 missiles. Whether they'll impact it, I don't know.
So you just roll 3d4 plus 4?
I don't get any bonus for the prayer, do I?
Not on magic missile, no. But it's an automatic hit. And any magic resistance something has doesn't work against magic missile, I don't think.
Does anyone?
Oh,
Oh.
almost minimum.
Does anyone know what I rolled initiative for? Because if not, I might be able to change it. I don't know.
If
don't know
you, let's go up and see what casting time or whatever
The thing
you're
is,
allowed.
you have rolled, whatever you've rolled pretty slow in initiative. So, if you want to change it, I don't mind. If you can't remember what you rolled for,
Remember.
okay, so just decide then, because you're quite low down in the initiative order, so it's not going to affect things. If all your things are pretty quick.
Okay.
Yes, well,
When did I put them large on Darrow? Before we got into combat?
Just before you went in initiative,
as
yeah.
before.
Just checking. I'm going to go magic missile then, just
Right.
saying it out loud.
I think
so it's
you will.
Jan.
I think you will need to move a bit. Yeah, you've got some rock
Yeah.
in your way.
I can still move and use it, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. You can move up to half your movement, but you'll need to come somewhere in this line, at least, because of the cave and the wall in the way.
Yeah. Is my turn?
Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry guys. I was
You're alright.
See if you can roll better than me.
Hi, better luck on the roll than Trev. Like you need it.
30 and that's where he was.
Oh yeah, you're well within range.
Okay. It's an automatic.
It's an automatic. Is it? 4d4 plus 4. 4d4 plus. Sorry, you should have rolled 4d. You did roll plus 3. 4d4 plus 4 for you. Level 7. Pow! Pow!
Where's you? Come on.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Oh yes, that's more like it.
Question is, how many spells are coming out?
Ogrim's turn. The magic missiles seem like they do full damage. I'm just going to double check if it doesn't have magic resistance against them.
Well, magic resistance does normally work against things like magic missile.
Well, I might have to double check the rules then.
Yep. Well, Olgrim charges forward, but he has to use his full move to get there, so he's not going to be able to attack this round. But he does get close enough to make his saving throw.
So, I'm going to have to adjust some damage, because it does get a magic resistance. So, we've got to pause there and do some maths on you guys' rolls. So you got 7. What's a quarter of 7? 2, if I'm generous, So I need to give him back 5.
Hey?
Well, magic resistance is
70.
it either works or it doesn't, normally.
Alright, he's got 75% magic resistance, so he's got a chance for the magic missile to not work completely. Right, okay.
Yes, but
Okay.
75% resistance against what level?
I think in 2E, magic resistance is flat.
Right. Okay, fine.
I think
75%.
I think that's the difference between 1E and 2E.
Right, so...
That 2E, you just roll each time, and if you get less than or equal to 75, the spell doesn't affect it.
Yeah.
If you roll 76 to double low, it does.
Yeah, so this guy has magic resistance, so we might have to take put some hit points back on him in a second. I'm going to roll for the first one, which was Adam McCarr's. Oh, he's failed that one. So Adam McCarr's damage goes through. Now I'm going to roll for Kiara's. Oh, she's failed that one as well. Come
Yay.
on. There you go. You get your full damage compared to 25% you would have got. No, it's not even 25%. It would have been none. Yeah. If he succeeded, it would have been none. Yeah. So that 7 plus 15, that 22 hit points you might have not got if it had made those. You wouldn't. If you had made those saves, you wouldn't have got those 22 hit points damage. So there you go. He has 75% magic resistance. He's not looking great.
That healthy now.
No, he's not. He's covered in big burns and chips and dents, and his armour's all buckled. And yeah, he doesn't look good at all, actually. But now it is Olgrim's turn. You've not rolled yet, have you, David?
No, I'm just about to.
Nice. Okay.
So at the present moment, I think I have a +1 from the Barak Thram. Do I get +1 from the prayer as well?
Yes. They stack.
So +2 then.
And the beat for me, haven't you got?
Of course, yes, that's +4.
Protection from evil gives you a +2 on the attacks, does it?
Pardon?
No, this is the saving throw.
This is for saving throw.
Saves, yeah. Okay. You've got to make the save, yeah. Nice.
So he's +4 plus the dwarven bonus.
He's made the
no
save.
trouble.
Now attack.
Can't. He's not hasted, so therefore he's moved his full move.
He's moved his full move, so he doesn't have any attacks. Okay.
Nope.
Now it is the Death Knight's turn. Now let me just have a little look through the sheet to decide what exactly he's going to do here. He's got a bunch of spells. Now, he's going to roll for magic resistance against silence, is that right?
Why?
Yes.
Does he get magic resistance roll against the silence?
Yes, I would say so.
I would say so.
Why? It's an area effect, like fireball.
I thought we
didn't cast silence on him. The silence is on Fargrim's hammer, so it travels with Fargrim. So, like a fireball, it's an area effect, and therefore magic resistance doesn't work.
That's not the way I normally do magic.
Also, last time
makes
we didn't roll his resistance.
Spell turning doesn't work. Magic resistance. It does vary between editions.
Also, when we fought him last time, we didn't roll his magic resistance when you cast web at him. Web, he would have resistance against as well. Yeah, am I right?
Did we web him?
You did the first time, yeah.
Oh, right.
So, what's the consensus? Do we think he has magic resistance against the silence?
I'm trying to spot my 2 EDMG.
I think he does.
Because, as I said, it varies between editions.
Hang on, I'm just looking on Purple Worm.
Okay, you guys look. So you're looking digitally. Peter's looking manually. I'm gonna roll the thing so we know what it's deciding. He's made the success. So
okay, some creatures or items strongly affect the results of magic. It's an innate ability. Magic resistance is given as a percentile number for a magical effect to have any chance of success. The magic resistance must be overcome.
The magical effect is not on him, it's on the area. So there's an argument for him not getting it, I think.
According to the DMG, magic resistance applies only if the successful casting of a spell would directly affect the resistant creature.
So
thus, magic resistance is effective against a magic missile.
Wait, no, it doesn't directly affect him. It directly affects the area he is in.
Sorry, my apologies. It is effective against a fireball. So it's damaging the area that he's in. So therefore, silence does... It is affected by magic resistance.
Okay, so the silence spell didn't work. You don't know this, but it didn't work.
It gave me such a headache working that out.
We've got to do a bit of rules lawyer.
We're going to get from this.
Some rules lawyering needs done, especially when it's a fight like this. You're going to have to do it. But yeah, so he's made the roll on that one. So the silence isn't affecting him. You don't know that yet, but the silence isn't affecting him, so it is his turn. So now we're going to decide through his list of... Now we decided he's not using power word kill. I could drop you all with a fireball, but it would end him as well. I maybe wouldn't drop you all, but it would finish him, so it's not going to be a fireball.
Unless he thinks he'd make his magic resist, of course.
Now, can he...
He could gamble.
It's a 20 dice fireball once a day, but I'm not doing it because he's not willing to die. My other question is, dispel magic. Does he need to speak a verbal component? Go and look and see if dispel magic has a verbal component, because that's what he's going to cast. Maybe he might cast dispel magic.
Yeah, it depends.
It doesn't have a verbal component.
But if he's not affected by the silence, then he can cast it.
He's not affected anyway, yeah, he can cast his spells. Sorry, I've got full access to his spells. So he is going to cast...
But it's an interesting thing, because you can definitely argue it either way. Is it him being affected by the silence, or is it the coming together of the spell that's being affected by the silence?
Okay, so... We remember I nerfed him and he's not using his power word kill. I'm going to cast power word stun. Again, just like last time on Olgrim. So you've got to make a save versus power word stun. He says a word. Cease!
It was...
Come on, Olgrim.
Oh, that damn undead!
You've got to make a save versus that or you're stunned.
Does Barrack Flam's Blessing give a save against this or not?
Only fear, it's the same as
only at fear.
Only against fear, so it's only +3 this.
+3 though.
Would you need to pass it?
A success. It's built in your
Does
sheet.
power word stun give a save?
I believe so. Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Actually, no, it doesn't. There's no save. Somebody double check that for me. I don't think there is a save.
Saving throw none.
Saving throw none. How long does it last?
Turns from memory.
Yeah, and this guy casts at a 20th level, so it's a long time.
Should give us a level 20 Death Knight.
No, it's not a level 20 Death Knight, he casts at a level 20. Doesn't have the thack of a level 20 fighter, but he casts spells at level 20.
Duration is special.
Right, let's just check Olgrim's hit points. Olgrim has 63 hit points at this moment in time. So stun 1d4 rounds.
1d4 rounds, is that all?
That's all!
Who would like to roll for Olgrim's fate then?
I'd like to roll a 1.
Go ahead. Try.
Let's go.
Hey! So that's only one round he's stunned for. That's a nice roll.
Yeah.
Put a wee 1 on that. Okay. Now, you have survived the Death Knight's turn, because it can only do one thing per turn. It can't attack as well. You survived its turn. Olgrim doesn't have that second attack. We're now on to round 2. No, we're not, because the bear had held an action.
1 second. Paper notes were getting done.
No worries. Charlemagne had a held action, so we've got that at the end of round 1.
And then I'll be re-rolling initiative.
Yeah, he would use his action to move, yeah.
He's just moving
And
next
would
to
you add another attack for Fargrim this round, please, on a 12?
Yep.
Okay, Darrow is bringing Guess What out.
Doesn't he get another 2 attacks this round, David?
He's not... Sorry, he's under haste, so... Yes, he does, actually.
So what's the other one on?
12 and 15.
Another one on 15.
Yes.
After the Death Knight.
Okay, and Darrow's re-rolling. What are you doing? Bringing out the Electrocutioner?
Yes, if I can find the place on...
Is Kiara re-rolling as well?
Have to, because I used a spell last round.
Oh, what are you doing this round?
me get up to my... I still can't see enough. Need a bigger monitor. I am going with my... Oh, I need to check my inventory.
I'm going to stick with magic missile. I've got another one up my sleeve.
Ooh! And Eleonora is switching to her staff.
Okay, the staff of striking.
I'm going...
Yeah.
Non-magical.
Oh, what are you going with?
Darts.
Okay, so I need to add... So roll and then I've got to add an extra 2.
Yeah, 1 second, just doing it, sorry.
Right.
There's nothing plus on this, eh?
No. There's no bonuses on initiative. It's already... Any initiative bonuses are built into your sheet. So would you get that? 11, right. So I've got to add 13 and... Is it 2 the speed for that dart?
Yes.
Because I've got to add 13 and 15.
Then 13, 15.
Okay.
I failed to check. Didn't click successfully on it. Eleanor, I'll change that.
Okay. So Kiara's done. Darrow's done. You're just doing Eleonora now?
I'm done.
Eleonora's done, yeah? Okay.
So have you just resort?
Well, yeah, I believe it's you at the top of the round then, Big Darrow. Literally Big Darrow this time. Enlarged 170% his normal size.
He goes, "Ah!" and then suddenly goes silent.
Yeah. Ah! No, it's ah!
But he's still, guys.
Yes. Ah! Save versus fear.
Yeah.
Save versus fear.
Yeah, so I moved him up to distance he can strike from.
You need to receive versus fear first, though.
Yeah. Which is that +4. And with the dwarven bonus, but that may be built in already.
The dwarven
and
bonus
with
is built
wisdom
in.
bonus.
Yeah, any of those bonuses are built into the sheet. Wisdom and dwarven bonuses are built into the sheet.
The wisdom isn't because
because it's
only
sometimes.
occasional.
Yeah, right, okay, yeah, and with you do get your wisdom bonus on fear, so add that.
So that wisdom
Big save here.
gives another +2.
Big save
So it's
throw.
+6 on the save.
Big saving throw here. Hey! Darrow does not succumb to the fear aura.
It didn't pop up for me.
One success.
The rolls are to the GM, so at least my saving throws were to the GM. So
saving throws go to GM, so you don't see them. If you see, I've got like my whole dice roller show and private roll show, so it shows on Twitch. People can see it.
So I roll a 28.
You're very nice.
Think you can scare me? Attempts to say that fails too.
Okay, make an attack. This I'm excited to see. Big hit from Darrow can do a lot. Like.
Oh, and let's go. What was it we worked out last week? If he had got his triple damage, it was like something ridiculous.
It was 51. They got 51 halved. They'd done 51, but it was halved because it was a bladed weapon versus a skeleton. Oh, that'll not hit him. Right.
He's not used to charging into a silence.
I'm just looking at those numbers.
Right, so your your 6 needs to go down.
I rolled a 2.
All right.
I rolled a 2.
This 6 needs to go down to a 5, doesn't it?
Aye.
Yes.
Okay, it is Fargrim's turn. You don't have to make once you've made the fear save once, you don't have to make it again. Armor class of 3 does not hit a Death Knight. I'm just trying to double check, try to click on its token.
And I will move around slightly to get out of the way of this kind of giant dwarf.
I thought you were going to say this giant sword. This guy's got this massive big massive two-handed sword, bigger than a dwarf, as tall as a tall human, taller than any of you. This sword, and it's no, I'm talking about the Death Knight. I'm talking about his sword.
Oh right, okay.
And it's almost flickers with a magical flame. This sword, it's like like a magical weapon in a video game. It's got that flicker on it, like.
Look at it with a sneer. Poor quality rubbish.
Fargrim missed it. Charlemagne. Is he going to try and do anything?
No, he is not.
Hold in his action.
Maybe we're going to get a little bit closer.
Oh, okay.
But he's not.
Remember, he can't see these circles.
I can't see these circles. So
yeah, I know. I'm just joking. I know you don't meta game by now, like. Right.
No, I can't see these circles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, refresh your Roll20 then. Give your Roll20 a refresh.
Not, because they will be here all night, having to take time.
Can you see on Twitch? Can you see the circles on Twitch? I've got the fear aura and what's the yellow? The silence aura.
We can't see the fear aura around the Death Knight, by the way.
No.
You can. Well, I've got it on screen. People can. Viewers can.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just was guessing it was right there anyway, so...
I think there might be a way to show it. Yeah.
It's not big. Yeah.
There you go. You see it now?
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, tell Eleanor's done. Oh wait, let me put this in a 5 first.
Eleanor's hitting... It's moving up and hitting with the staff over the head of the Death Knight. I don't think she's going to be... Well, it's how long's the staff? Will she be in the 5 foot radius? Is it just...
Because the staff can go over.
If she's striking over Olgrim's head, then she'd be outside the 5 foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
Staff's 6 foot long.
Yeah, so there.
Okay.
She's just outside it. What a tension. Ooh, she misses. Fargrim. First of 4 attacks this round, I believe.
Second of 4 attacks.
Second of 4 attacks this round.
The first one was an AC 3.
Need a bit better than that for a Death Knight. Sonny Jim.
Do I get a +1 from the prayer? No, from the...
Was
I included in the prayer?
You've got prayer and bless.
You are...
No, Fargrim is not blessed. He's only the prayer.
Yeah, you've got the prayer. That's why Eleanor moved up.
AC 3 again, missed.
That is a miss.
That's because he's done low.
You need... Hold on, because my internet I think has been a bit sketchy because you guys are sounding funny, so we'll take a pause in case I do cut offline again. Vector. Snap, let's go. Where were we? Andy McCar's turn.
Well, I think I'll just attempt another magic missile. I'm going to move up a bit though,
okay.
So I can get a good...
No problem. All the bodies in the way don't matter for magic missile.
Well.
Okay, let me roll the... Well, roll the damage first, then I'll roll the resistance to see if the damage hits.
Yep, let's go for that. See if I can roll something halfway decent and hope that it works. 3d4 plus 3.
9 damage.
Still not great.
Okay.
Nothing.
Oh, and this magic resistance does not work this time. So
yeah, it's better than us hitting AC 3 all the time.
What was that? 9 damage.
Yeah, only 9, I'm afraid. But
it's 9 more than I've done.
I'm standing here thinking, oh, this thing doesn't have magic resistance after all.
Kiara with the first of 3 darts. So where are... wait, you can't throw it from there because of the range. Where are you moving to?
So what do I have to be within? 30?
If you don't want any penalties, you need to be within 10 feet.
Is this 10 feet? Good choose.
Wee bit closer. Just outside the silence radius and you're 10 feet away, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if his circle's
Nah, yeah, you're going into the silence radius.
Can you see? Yeah, it has to be within the silence radius.
So now nothing you do makes any sound.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know that anyway, so... Or I did already. Right, so I have to roll to hit, don't I?
Yep. Good luck.
Pluses on this.
2. One for prayer, one for Barathum's blessing. Thank you. Thank your clerics later.
I get +2 for dex.
That's all built in. You don't add that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it's part of it.
Missed with that one. First one is a miss. Ogrim
that was a 2.
Doesn't do anything. Again. So I roll a 2. Oh, Ogrim doesn't do anything.
Ogrim drools quietly to himself.
But that's one round, isn't it? Wait, well, no, because it's on the thingy's turn.
Round that he's out. Yeah. So all his hits.
Yeah, it's on Thingy's turn though that it stops, not his turn. Fargrim.
So Fargrim again.
Third of 4 attacks this round.
Fargrim had just swung at this evil creature and rolled sufficiently to hit AC -1. It's just wondering whether it's hit.
AC -1 does hit, yeah.
Ah! Take that.
Goofo's just commenting on the squeaking noise. She's like, that squeaking noise is really nice. I've heard you make that in other streams. You know what I'm on about, eh?
10 damage again!
Minimum damage.
He needs a new one, that's why.
Oofed.
He's been put off by this kind of looming figure on his left. Is it really a dwarf?
This thing looks like on its last legs, though. I've got to tell you guys, this thing looks like it's about to drop. This Death Knight, it's still, the expression on its face hasn't changed, but with all the dents in it, and the way its knees broken, and its shoulders dislocated, it's looking in a very, very, very bad way. But unfortunately, it's its turn.
It's getting battered.
Yeah, so, I'm not scared of it.
He's going to swing his sword at Darrow, who's directly in front of him. Or am I going to roll a dice for it? No. He's got... Yeah, Darrow's the bigger threat because he's huge. He's got the 2 dwarfs. He's stunned 1. He's got Darrow and Fargrim.
Bigger threat?
Darrow's bigger. He's going to aim at Darrow. This could hurt.
Ah, he's got 70% more hit points, hasn't he?
No.
God.
You know that, and I do that, but Fargrim doesn't know that.
That's a hit.
Oh.
That's definitely a hit.
Oh! Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yep. Oof. Right, okay, so now, damage. This could hurt. Do you count as a large creature now? You do, eh?
Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah.
Does he? Because he wasn't all that big.
It was sort of 4 foot tall in the first place.
A medium to 70% foot bigger. What's 70% foot bigger? 70% bigger than medium.
Well, what height were you, Darrow? 4 foot what?
So we're saying he's still a medium then, human size.
We don't know yet. What height was Darrow?
Like 4 foot if you're lucky.
Probably. It's a question of his width as well, though. He's very wide.
Does he? Well,
most dwarves are around 4 foot.
He was 4'3".
4'3".
Right. Here's the thing. Right. Here's the way to do it. His base is a 5 foot base. 1 times 7 times 1.7 is more. Do you know what I mean? It's almost times 2. So yes, he is more on a 2 square base than he is on a 1 square base. So he is a large creature for these purposes.
No. He's less than 6 foot tall.
Is he? Right, okay.
Well, yeah.
We'll consider him a medium creature for these purposes then.
It must be.
Oh, sorry.
No, it must be 6 foot something.
Yeah, true. So yes, he would be large.
He's less than 7 foot.
And because his base gets 1.7 times bigger, everything gets 1.7 times bigger, I'm going to say he's a large creature. What do you think, Peter? Do you agree that you're a large creature right now?
I'm just calculating his height in interest. In inches.
I'm going to say you're a large creature for the purposes of this.
6'6", I would have thought.
The women will disagree. You guys always get it wrong.
Well, it's 26 damage.
He's 86.7 inches tall.
You're a large creature. You take 26 damage.
7'2".
You're a large creature.
Oh, that's large, yes, especially with his...
You're a large creature. You take 26 points of damage. Whew. You're lucky it only gets one action per round.
That's a
Kiara?
slicer.
That is a big slice of ham. It's your turn. 26 damage in one turn, Darryl, in one attack, in one hit. Is that the most painful hit you've ever taken? Probably, yeah.
I have a better one. Oh, it's not enough.
Oh, is that good enough? Maybe not.
Did you add your +2 into that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's not enough then.
+2.
Oh, did it magic resist the prayer? The prayer.
Oh yeah.
Was it in the initial area of the prayer?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does resist that. It does resist
That's
prayer.
right. Okay, so the damage is not reduced by 1.
Okay. So next is Fargrim. Is this the 4th of 4 attacks from Fargrim, yeah?
Aye. Eat this.
Batter it.
It looks on death's doorstep like the Death Knight. Send it home.
on.
Send it home.
Go.
Come on.
Why?
Send it home.
Well, if you do at least 10 hit points, it sounds hopeful.
Send it home, Fargrim. 9 damage.
It's this creature looming on my left. It's putting me off.
The Death Knight lets out the silence didn't affect it, so the Death Knight lets out a horrific wail that tears into your soul. Every hair on your body stands up on end as it explodes into pieces and turns into ash and dust and just disappears with a magic. And it's gone, and you killed the Death Knight.
Any of its items left?
Oh yeah. So its items remain. Its its armor doesn't remain. Its armor isn't anything. Its sword does. Well, its armor remains. Its armor remains.
Turns to Darrow and says, and it stops.
Sorry, its armor remains. Its armor remains, but it's full plate. But it's absolutely dented to fucking old and rusted, and now that the magic's away from it, it doesn't look like a shining knight anymore. It looks like a piece of shit. Although it's full plate, it's scrap. But the sword looks very much like it did.
Fargrim quickly runs down to here, puts his maul down, and then runs back again.
Gets rid of the silence spell, so you can talk to each other.
So we can now talk.
Nice.
Right. I suggest we head quickly back where we saw this thing come from before, while all our buffs are up. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to grab that sword, lad, he says to Olgrim, and then runs back and picks up his hammer and carries on down.
Now, whose things do we need? If Eleanor's thing needs to go down from 5 to 4, right? Darrow's yours needs to go down to a 4 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lee, slower than Fargrim unless he slows down.
No, Fargrim is going kind of ahead to see what's going on.
Nobody investigating the very fancy looking huge sword?
Yes, Olgrim's picking it up. He's not investigating it.
Olgrim's the armor smith and not the... So Fargrim's the weaponsmith, he'd be more interested.
Yes. But he's chasing ahead to find out what's going on.
Okay.
He's just telling his brother to bring it along.
Okay. Right, so I've got to reveal some map for you.
And I can keep up with them because I'm not armoured, so I can keep up with them.
Yes.
You have revealed...
You're looking to catch your breath, boys, Matt.
We're moving on.
That wasn't so hard.
Something else.
Yeah, it didn't even seem to have magic resistance.
No way, nice shots at the man.
It failed a lot of those magic resistance checks with a 75% chance. The dice were in your favour tonight, lady and gents.
Aye.
I don't know that.
Fargrim, you find an empty closed cavern.
Charges on down here.
There's something which we may or may not have noticed going past.
What's that? The chest. There's a big pile of bones there also.
Straight and don't delay.
Well, we might go past. We might go and check it out in a moment. Let's. We'll follow the dwarf for now.
Come on.
Well, the dwarf didn't notice that chest. He was charging the Death Knight, so he doesn't know about it. You lot do, but he doesn't.
No, I can see it, but...
Okay, once Darrow gets to there... Oops. Darrow, once you get to there, you can see what looks like, when you get further down this road a bit, you can see down this road, it looks almost like dwarven construction.
Keep going.
Ooh.
Down here, or down here? There, right. You see just off in your distance, as far as you can see, you see like some pillars, like would be in a dwarven mine or near a dwarven road, an offshoot of a dwarven road.
Let's go, boy.
Offshoot of the dwarven road. Right, I would say I reckon Adam McCar's the person who walked past in sight of the chest without there being a battle going on.
Okay.
Well, yes, I think I'm guessing I would have seen it because it's not like I'm walking around without picking.
See that.
For the record, Fargrim, did anybody pick up the sword? Sorry, for the record.
Yes, Olgrim's picked up the sword.
Yes.
Okay, and for the record, is anybody checking out that chest?
No.
Well, I shall suggest it when we get back when we meet up down the bottom there. I shall suggest that there was a chest back there, and we ought to go and check it out.
Not just going to run and have a quick look while you're at the back.
Well, no.
Okay.
I saw it as I was standing there. Remember,
okay.
so I saw it.
If Fargrim sees this dwarven construction there, then he will kind of jog ahead, drop his maul, and then race back to Darrow and say, "Dwarven construction up there, lad. Shall I go back and tell the others? I'll stay here and guard."
You see signs of dwarven pillars, dwarven style sconces and stuff.
So I say, and the McCar's mentioning something about a chest.
Yep.
Okay, you go check it. I'll stay on guard here.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Moves back, picked up his hammer, and stays on guard and kind of watching two ways.
Okay.
Well, I think we should probably have two people on guard, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I'll do. If I do some healing.
Self, mate.
And Olgrim will join his brother, and they'll gesticulate at each other and not say very much.
I'll do some healing.
Okay.
And we can have a find traps to check the chest.
Okay, you just do the healing. No need to vocalise it, and I'll do Andy McCar in the chest, right? While you're doing the healing. So.
Question is, do we want somebody to check for traps on this chest?
I
think that's something that you priests can do. Yeah, you priests can do that kind of thing, can't you?
I mentioned find traps.
Yeah, but who's casting it?
I said I'll cast find.
Alright, so Darryl cast find traps.
And I'll cast the find traps, is what I said.
Okay.
So you're going to open the chest after casting... Well, when you cast find traps, the chest doesn't show us having any traps on it anyway.
Okay, well, does it look locked?
No, it's not locked.
Well, I shall stand to one side of it and reach across and flip the lid open.
You open up and you see a big pile of shining gold and silver and platinum and a big half a dozen bottles of red liquid on top.
All right. Well, I'll carefully... we must have some sacks and things to put coins in.
They're quite large bottles as well. They're fairly decent sized ones.
Ooh. Right. Maybe someone else would like to come and get some as well. I'll call out what's here, and maybe anyone who's not busy healing or whatever might want
to. From first glance,
pick up some things.
From first glance, there's thousands of silver, thousands and thousands of copper, hundreds of gold, quite a few platinum, and at least a dozen or so gems that you can see. But there might be more because it's quite deep with all the copper and silver. There could be quite a lot in there.
And they're all mixed up.
Yep, there's a lot mixed up. And near the top there are half a dozen bottles of red liquid.
Right. Well, we'll grab those. But if it's all mixed coin, we might not be able to carry it all.
It would take you time to sort out the platinum from the silver. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, whoever's taken the hill giant strength, or whatever, Darrow's taken a giant strength potion. He should be able to carry that chest by himself.
Probably.
Yeah. So I suggest you do that while the potion's still
Darrow's got fire giant strength, I think.
Oh, in that case, no trouble.
How many of us are that we could take one of these bottles each?
I'll take a bottle.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of us, aren't there?
And there's 6 bottles.
Yep, and there's 6 bottles we had previously that we've not used. So there's 12 bottles. We can have a bottle each for the time being.
Yeah, righto.
So you want to just grab the bottles from there? You're not bothering with money.
Darrow, you're going to carry the chest.
We'll take the bottles out so they don't get broken and the chest gets just around.
As a player, I'm busy doing...
He's rolling healing spells.
The spells, working out how many are cast, and therefore I can't be holding down the control button and doing this other stuff at the same
Peter's
time.
busy.
Yes, but are you going to take the chest or not?
Nah.
No, he's busy casting healing spells.
Yeah, but when he's cast the healing spells...
When he's done that. In the meantime, I will hand these bottles round so that we've got them in our backpacks or in our pouches or wherever we can put them safely.
There's paperwork to do, and I can't be doing the paperwork whilst holding this down. Yeah. So wait.
Excuse me, guys. I've just given myself a pain.
Oh, you're right.
Careful.
I would say it was in my ovary, but I don't have any. I'm assuming it's my bowels.
Oh no.
I might have Buscapan. Also did just have a cough though, so it might be because of...
Yeah, I get random pains when I cough sometimes, because my coughs can be quite strong. Can't believe it, you killed the Death Knight, guys.
I'm so happy.
And you only took the 26 damage.
What? He was up against 3 dwarves! Alright, 2.5 dwarves.
I can't believe it.
Or 3.5. 3.7 dwarves.
He wasn't really a dwarf at the time, was he?
That third roll was a bit better.
Oh, and you spellcasters did good as well. We distracted it, and you could get your spells in.
Now, while Peter's casting it, while Dar was casting spells, and while you guys are grabbing potions,
Eleonora is as well, which is also what slows it down.
Okay, while Eleonora and Darrow are casting healing spells, and you guys are taking these potions from this chest, you start to hear from way down in the distance where you think the road might, where you saw dwarven style construction, you start to hear footsteps as if somebody's coming up that way.
Fine. What can we see?
Okay,
Fargrim and Algrim are on guard at the moment.
You see, as they come into the range of your information, a group of dwarves.
Fargrim will kind of gesture to Algrim to go back and yell. So Algrim will move back out of the silent spell and yell, "There's some dwarves coming up!" And then move back into the silent spell and stand next to his brother.
Run out of magic missiles, so... No, I'm not supposed to magic missile dwarfs, am I?
So, the 4 goes down to a 2 because we've spent at least 2 rounds doing healing spells, and that 4 goes down to a 2. Okay. Now, there's a group of at least half a dozen dwarves within 30 feet of you coming up in this direction now. They seem to be making haste. They're coming fast, or at dwarf fast anyway.
It's taken 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Do the healing.
Okay, thank you, Pedro. So that's down to 1, and that's down to 1.
And what happened is, in the last round, whilst Eleanor was doing a cure on him, Darrow picked up the chest.
Great stuff.
Okay.
And Olgrim kind of yelled from down the corridor, "There's some dwarves coming up from the east!"
Now at this point, it's been 5 rounds, so I'm just going to quickly change everybody's conditions on this list.
Can I move forward as well? I think I'd have moved by now, like.
Yeah. We've had 3 rounds where the casters have been casting spells. So I'm knocking everybody's rounds down by 5 that they've got on their conditions.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just double checking how well Sninky Nook's tied on. If having a tiny little these little faces alright.
I'm glad someone else is still thinking about him.
Strapping and making sure he's strapped back on tight, giving Charlemagne like an extra little pet on the head.
All your buffs are still active. The lowest one's down to 5 rounds now.
Okay, the dwarves are rushing towards us. Fargrim kind of obviously makes talking noises to them, but nothing comes out, and kind of points at his mouth and kind of gesticulates.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
as they get right up to you, so another round. So I'm going to take these off.
I can't see them.
They're not on the map.
The edge of the map.
They're not on the map. Yeah, they're not on the map.
My bad.
No, it's okay. So I'm taking those off. So they will now appear here. A group of 7 dwarves. The 2 of them appear to be female. I believe it's 2 of them. And Darrow, one of them is your cousin.
Oh.
You recognise one of these dwarves. Let me just get a list of their names then. Bear with me a second.
What you mean they're not grumpy, etc.?
You start to recognise a couple of these dwarves. A couple of these dwarves are... One of them's quite famous. One of them's your cousin. Everybody move back a bit just so that I can build some more tokens onto the map.
All of us.
Right, I'll go and put my maul down here and kind of move back up so we can talk, okay?
This one is your cousin, Darrow. Boric Greataxe.
I've forgotten how long the enlarge lasts. Ages.
You've still got 30 rounds left on your enlarge. Now, I'm going to go...
And how long does the giant strength last?
You have got, on your fire giant strength, 36 rounds left. Now, bear with me a moment because I'm going to go into the Wikipedia page. And I'm going to get which cousin it is so you know which dad's brother it is and all that. Bear with me a moment. So,
you are like a badass turning up here on a mission for barracks ram the size that you fucking are, and you're meeting your cousin at the door. Like, you're going to look like...
You've just bumped into your cousin. So Boric Greataxe, obviously is a member of Clan Greataxe of Rockhome. Member of Swishers 7, which I'm about to tell you about. The youngest son of Dirk Greataxe and Malena Greataxe. So Dirk Greataxe is the second son of Derek Ironbone, who is your grandfather. So this is your cousin, your uncle's son. Your uncle's son.
Yeah.
You know him, and you no, this is a male dwarf, and you know him as an adventurer, something like yourself, but he's hang on, I believe he's a fighter. Yeah, he's a fighter. So he's an adventurer, and he's known for it, and he's known, you know him because he's your cousin, right? And he travels with Swishers 7. Swisher 7 is a famous group of adventurers from Rockhome. They're fairly famous, and you know of them, Darrow. So they consist of Sildrek Swisher Stonearm. Sildrek Stonearm is the son of Durek Stonearm and Martha Stonearm. Durek Stonearm is the elder of Clan Stonearm. Clan Stonearm is one of the largest of the minor Rockhome clans. So this is your cousin and his adventuring group. Swisher 7. Swisher is the leader. That's Sildrek Stonearm. And the rest of the group is. So you have Duergar, Iron Shield. So I named her after Duergar, just because that was a cool name. Belthar, Ironbreaker. Dorvin, Whitebeard. Melodin, Goldforge. And Boric, Great Axe, your cousin. Just checking. Yep, Melodin Goldforge is the other woman. So you've got Melodin Goldforge is a female. Duergar Iron Shield is a female. The rest are males. They are 7 dwarves who are known adventurers in Rockhome. And you have just met them. Darrow, you know who they are. They are known to you.
Duergar was my character in Darrow's game, yeah.
In Peter's game, yeah.
My game.
Yeah, sorry.
So.
Yeah, okay. Greetings, cousin. I'm under the effect of this potion at the moment. This spell.
Cousin. Darrow, a long time since you left. You're back, or you're coming back to Rockhome.
Yes, Barracksram sent me a vision which said that I was needed there urgently.
Oh, then you must not delay. It's good to see you. It will only be a fleeting one, for we too must be moving. We are on our way. We are leaving. There is a war in Rockhome. We're under attack by the Drow now as well. And we're commissioned by the government. We are going to on a secret on a what's the word? Not a mission.
Covert.
Covert. We're going on a covert mission for the city. So we can't delay. But it's good to see you, cousin. Are you well?
I must warn you, they have locked in the exit from here.
Now we say Fargrim's back there, so Boric's just outside the silence spell. The exit is blocked.
Aye, lad.
Aye.
Don't worry about that. Our cleric here, she's got the spells to get us out there. Don't worry about that. We can take care of that. You be careful. It's a war zone back home now. You be careful, cousin.
Yeah, no trouble, lad. Yeah, we're capable of dealing with anything down there.
What route did you come?
We've come from Rockhome. We've just left the Gold Road.
Okay, the Gold Road is just there. Is the route in on the Gold Road clear?
Yeah, just down here. Yeah. The Gold Road is here. The tree, just down here. You'll come out at the Tree of Eldahar. Now, Elrahar. Now, Darrow, you'll know about this. The Tree of Elrahar. This is a bit of lore from the world for you. Elrahar was an elf that died defending Rockhome in the Gods' War. So he was an elf who was an ally of the dwarfs, or he was there in Rockhome when it all went down, and he died a hero defending Rockhome, and a tree sprung up where he died. And this tree grows with no rain, no sunlight, no wind. It's underground, and it grows. And elves that visit Rockhome, or elves that live in Rockhome, use this as a place of like quiet meditation and of worship to their gods. They'll go and pray there, and it's a little elven kind of site just on the outside of Rockhome, known as the Tree of Elrahar. And he says that it's just down there to the east.
Right.
And that's you know it to be on the Gold Road, just outside of Rockhome.
Yeah. Right. Well, yes. So now this, we've had to fight through several monsters to get down from the Dragonspear Castle. Is that the name of the
Dragon's
place?
Watch. Dragon's Watch Castle.
Dragon's Watch Castle.
I hope you left some for us, cousin. And then at this point, Sildrek's going to speak up because he's the leader of the party and he's just outside the thing as well. So he's going to speak up.
I dropped my maul down there and came back. So
right.
Okay. The silence is kind of down here.
Okay, so let me take that off you then.
It's not going to last that much longer, is it?
I've taken it off for now anyway, for the map's sake. Because it's down here, so everybody can speak now. So the leader of the group, Sildrek Stonearm, who's fairly famous. This is your cousin Darrow, the champion of Barrack Thram.
Yeah.
It's a great honour to meet you. I wish we could stay and drink with you and eat and be merry, but we must be moving. It's a war zone. And at this, he's like, come, dwarves, we must go. We must hurry. We must. And then at this point, they're all just going to, like, even if they have to push out your way, they're going to just start heading down here.
Yeah, so I warned them there were owlbears and winter bulls and skeletons outside that we fought.
Some of these adventurers will, like, they have a smile on their face. They're all dwarves. They're all patting axes and short swords and hammers, and they're like, excellent, Darrow. Just what we need. That'll get us warmed up for our mission.
But it took us 2 days to fight through the things in between.
Oh, well,
there were some evil casters, part of the group, who closed off the exit.
Oh, you mean the exit to Dragon's Watch?
Yes.
Oh, we'll fix that. Don't worry. We'll fix that. That's a problem that's under control.
I warned them. As a player, I forgotten the name of the.
Bit of fume fucking thing they sent down.
I've forgotten the name of the bandits.
The Black Hand.
Yes, so I say they are from a group calling themselves the Black Hand.
Are they humans?
Yes.
Not a problem for us.
Thinking they all were humans.
Yeah, they all were. It's not an issue for us, lad. Don't worry. We'll be fine. Don't you worry about human bandits. So we've got bigger concerns, bigger worries. Don't you be worrying about that.
Yeah,
now,
okay.
At this point, they are going to leave, and they're going to head off down here. I've not took any of you guys with them, have I?
Yep, Fargrim.
Have I? Where is he? Fargrim's leaving. He's like, oh, these guys look cool. I'm going to join this group. No, okay, so these guys...
Give his brother a chance to get ahead in the contest.
Now, these guys will leave the map. They'll go, in fact, to make life easier, I'm going to just go... boom, like that. So they're off the other end of that map as far as you're concerned, right? And okay, we're going to move on to the next map after our 5-minute halftime break.
I assume that Darrow is picking up the chest and taking it with us?
Oh yeah, we can discuss that now before we go for a break then. Is Darrow grabbing that chest while he's hella strong?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. So we'll go take a 5-minute break then.
You're pushed to talk, Peter.
He initially did pick it up, but he knows it lasts a limited amount of time. So if it's going to take us more than half an hour to get into town, we're going to have to sort this thing out.
Okay, and by the way, big detail before we leave on the break. So Swisher 7, the 7 dwarfs that just went by, and they were in a big rush. 2 of them at the back were carrying a big chest. So 2 of the biggest, strongest looking ones were carrying a big, heavy chest. These 7 guys, right? So 2 of them were, that's a big detail, I suppose. They were carrying a big, huge chest, and they're in a major hurry. So, yeah. We will now go for a halftime break then, yeah. As you arrive in what you know as the Gold Road, so you know that from here north is Silver Hall, and south, very close by, is Rockhome. And over here is the Tree of El Rahar, and you see another one of your cousins, Ulrich Greataxe. So, go from there. Ulrich and the boys, the Throne Wardens, are in a battle with Drow and Steeders. So, Darrow and Co, what are you doing?
Initiative.
If I recognise the people, are they all warriors, or are there clerics among them?
No, they are all warriors.
Right. So potentially a prayer will help. Right.
So do you want to roll initiative and get involved?
Yes.
Fargrim's charging in.
Right,
we
roll
would
initiative
want
then,
to
folks.
get involved. What I don't know is what magical and potion effects are still in effect.
I will tell you. So I've got the list right here. So you've got Enlarge, Darrow is still enlarged for 30 rounds, has protection from evil for 13 rounds, and has fire giant strength for 36 rounds. Fargrim has the silence on his maul for 5 more rounds, speed for 8 rounds, protection from evil for 13 rounds. Ogrim has stone giant strength for 37 rounds and protection from evil for 5 rounds.
Darrow is not going to hang about to spellcast. He's going to.
You can't spellcast it anyway. Because there's still a silence spell on Fargrim's maul.
Yeah, but he's going to dash off pretty quickly, isn't he?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Actually, he's going to dash off late.
You can roll initiative for a spell, because you know you can move and cast a spell. Well then, everybody.
Darrow is. What's the distance?
To the battle, not very far. Let me move this over here. Not very far at all. 60 feet.
60 feet.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Nah.
You're not excited.
These are decent foes.
You're excited because it's Duergar and not Drow. You'd be gutted if it was Drow David A.
No. There's like 2 dwarves, as far as they're concerned.
Dude loves to kill some Drow.
Yeah.
I thought I was Duergar.
No, so
Can someone remind me, what do I need to press to shift the map?
Right click and move it. Right click and drag your mouse.
Or on the left-hand side, you see the toolbar. If you click the hand.
So Duergar are to dwarves, what Drow are to elves.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Similar thing.
I don't see a hand.
On the toolbar on the top left-hand, on the left-hand side, you should see an arrow at the top, then a hand below it.
That's a hand, is it?
Yeah, a thumb and 4 fingers. Okay, so if you click that, you can click and drag with the left.
I see a hand and then a paintbrush. I don't see a hand.
It's arrow, hand, paintbrush.
Not on mine. On mine, if you mouse over the arrow, you get
select
the
move and pan view
of an arrow. Or
right, must be in the settings.
Yeah, so if you just go to the top left of the arrow.
Now you've reminded it's right click, I've managed to do what I want to.
Okay.
Good. Okay, I've put the Battle Brothers on the initiative tracker. Would you add another initiative for Fargrim?
Yep.
On +3, and another initiative for Olgrim on +2.
I'm not going to get in that time. So I'm going to be throwing. Darrow's going to be throwing a hammer.
What did you say, Fiara?
Actually, these seems to be we've got walls in the way, or do those?
Right. So yeah, that is a wall. So you're not getting through there. That's maybe a dwarf. Nah, that's too thin a gap. Let's say the elves could squeeze through there, but not the dwarfs in their big armor. There's the bigger gaps there. Then there's bigger here. So that is mostly wall there, yeah.
Oh, so shall we do a party order with the 2 brothers in the front, etc.? And because we wouldn't be advancing in this formation, would we?
Yeah, so you'd be more like that, eh?
Did you move, man?
Yeah, moving everybody.
Right, okay.
So Darrow and Ander McCarr would normally be rear guards.
Right enough, yeah, okay. With Ogrim and Fargrim in the front.
Fine.
And they'll have headed for whichever gap we could go through rather than, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one that's more doable. That's the only one the bear's getting through that's close. The next one the bear could get through would be that one. But if you look, there's a big one here as well. That everybody could get through that.
Yeah. But that's a lot more roundabout. So can we see the Duergar? we can hear combat.
You can hear. So 3 of the dwarves understand. You hear dwarven language getting shouted, and you hear them shouting, "Duergar filth, dirty bastards," and like shouting swears at them and call them dirty Duergar filth in dwarven. So even if you don't see Duergar, you know that somebody's fighting with some Duergar. Some dwarves are fighting with some Duergar. Yeah. It's quite clear.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Fargrim and Allgrim are gesticulating at each other.
And through these little gaps in the wall, you will see glimpses of the battle, and you'll see them fighting. Yeah, you will see them.
Right. Okay. So I will roll an additional initiative for the hammer, but may find I can't get close enough to use it.
Sure. Are you rolling Eleanor's initiative as well?
She's going to be. It sounds like combat.
Oh.
I think, yeah, she's 6 levels, so she has 2 3rd-level spells, so she can do prayer.
So you casting prayer again?
Yep.
Okay. Remember to let me know when that goes off so that I can add a tracker. Got a lot of shit to track in these combats. These last sessions have been so combat intensive.
And I think it was +6. So for her,
yeah, I'll add the token when it happens. Everybody else rolled initiative?
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
Have you rolled for Charlemagne?
Charlemagne got a 9, Kiara got a 8.
Charlemagne.
Fargrim and Allgrim are late on.
Charlemagne got a 9, you said?
Yeah. It
Okay.
rolled as Kiara. Sorry,
Cool.
because I didn't have them.
So just Peter, let me know when you've done Darrow and Eleonora, and I'll reorder them.
I've got a 10.
you'll need to add Eleanora manually because it's the spell she's doing.
What is her initiative?
10.
Oh yeah, sorry, I just need to scroll down. I hadn't scrolled down on my chat. Right, and I believe we've just got Darrow then. Saving the best for last, is it?
One second. I'm going to see if I maybe have some chance.
Oh, nice roll. So it went on the tracker.
I rolled for the wrong weapon. I was meaning to do the hammer.
Right, okay, so DM's got to be generous. You rolled a 1's a 1, alright? So we just have to add the different speed to it, okay?
So
I'm
it's
not making
going
reroll.
to be a 4 instead of a 5.
Even better, eh? There you go. So, there's about 1 million turns in that turn order. Don't know if you guys can scroll it, or is it only me that can scroll it? It's long.
Yeah,
But
I can see.
you can, right, okay. So, you have stumbled onto the Gold Road right at the site of the tree at El Rahar, a famous elven sacred site,
Shrine?
just outside Shrine, yeah, just outside of Rockhome. It's sacred to dwarfs as well because he was an elven hero that died fighting to save Rockhome 50 years ago. So he's an elven hero, a dwarven hero, a Rockhome hero. He's a great hero. And you are there, you have found yourself at this shrine. But there is a war going on, like there has been for, I believe it's 39 years. There's been a war going on between the Drow and the dwarves of Rockhome. But since very recently, what we've learned is that the Drow have invaded as well, which has ramped up the war with the Duergar, and now things are looking bad. And for years and years, you fought them off. Rockhome fought the Duergar off, but now that Rockhome is on the back foot, and you find yourself mid-battlefield. Everyone has rolled their initiatives, and quite fittingly for where we have just arrived, for where you are, and who you've just met, and what's going on, Darrow is right at the top of round 1.
Right.
Yes.
Let us move. Can you do distance for...
David's got you, look at that already.
So he can get to that distance but can't actually throw the hammer.
Yeah. Do you know what I forgot? Before you move, let me just increase the size of your token a bit, because you've got the enlarge spell on you.
Can he actually get through that hole if he's 70% wider? Or is he going to have to go through the large hole further to the south?
David makes a good point. Right, count the movement. No, that one's big enough. Yeah, I'll be generous as well. Again, benevolent God today. You've been through a lot. You've been through a death knight. A benevolent God says yes, he can get through it, so I'll not restrict his movement anymore.
And in fact, unlikely to be... Yeah, okay, I rolled for the hammer, but I can't use it. I'll have to roll for the other weapon next round.
Okay. Right then. So,
right.
Is that you?
That's me,
Just
done.
the movement, yeah, okay. So, it is Ogrim, next dwarf up in this episode of dwarfs. It's the dwarf episode.
Olgrim can just get into contact, but not actually get an attack.
Okay.
The one thing is, depending on the distance Davo was away from Fargrim at the start of the round, there may or may not have been an audible large crash as he let go of the chest.
I'm trying to grab Ogrim to turn him round a bit. But I can't seem to grab his token because of the other one that's in the way. Here we go. His token seems... There we go. Yeah, I was going to say, Ogrim's token seems really small, but it's because I'm looking at Darrow, who's got enlarged cast on him, and these Duergar have got enlarged cast on them. Right, okay, that's Ogrim's turn. Kiara, what did you roll initiative for?
Duke Missile.
Oh, right, so you're going to have to... you're going to have to get to at least here or here to see, because of the wall.
Okay. Easy peasy, that one right in front of me.
So you're going to move to there?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so now because you've got stairs going up and down there, you're not going to see all of them. You're going to see him, see the top of his head, you'll see him, and you'll see him. So those are your 3 choices for targets.
Well, I've got 4 shots, so...
That's correct. You can choose you can hit all 3 of them if you want.
I'm going to go for all 3 of them. And which one looks the biggest? Or the closest?
Well, that's the most visible, because he's on an upper level. If you look at the shadow there, you should be able to see all of him. Whereas this guy, you can probably only just about see his head.
Oh, well, right. How do I get this little ping thing to work, guys, by the way?
Click and hold.
So I think if it's clear which order I was getting...
Can I see this guy? Oh, that's a good guy. Sorry, he's got a name. My bad. I got excited. Hold on. Right,
so
this guy...
which order? Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, and which one's getting 2?
This one is getting 2. Is that a stone or is that a bad thing? Is my eyesight really that bad? Hold on.
I didn't see you click.
What's this?
That's one of them.
That's one guy. You can see him.
So that one's the one getting 2, and then and the damage is in the order you said, or are you rolling the damage for each separately?
Right. Well, first of all, I'll ask the DM, but I would like to roll for... Well, they're all automatic hits, so...
They're all automatic hits, so you can roll you can just roll all 4 dice and decide which ones... But you've got to say which order they're hitting, actually, first. So, you can say he gets dice 1 and 2, he gets dice 3, and he gets dice 4, something like that, if you want.
Yeah, okay, so the one in the front gets 1 and 2, he gets 3, he gets 4.
Right, okay. Roll your dice.
Right, and then do I have plus 4?
What I've forgotten is whether they've got magic resistance.
I'm just about to check if they're going to have magic resistance. I believe they do, so bear with me a second.
They cheat.
Yep, I believe they've got magic resistance. Bear with me a minute. I'm in Le Monster Manual. Duergar.
I'm going to roll a plus 4.
Okay.
Bad rolls.
I don't find the magic. I don't see magic resistance. I think that's just drow. Double checking.
And enabling.
Yeah, and snurf enabling. Right, yeah, no, there's no magic resistance on them. So, who gets how many? Oh wow, nice roll. I just seen your roll.
Thanks.
Right, so who got the 8? Because you said somebody's getting dice 1 and 2. Ping, who gets 8?
Is getting 1 and 2.
This one?
Top
Oh, this one.
Right, hold on.
I think you said the first. You said
right,
the.
can you be quiet? I've said it 3 times. Please, I'm getting annoyed. This one
He's getting
is
2.
getting 1.
Nice, okay, so that's 8 damage on him.
This one is getting 3, and this one is getting 4. But I've got a +4. Is that added into the first 2?
Yeah, so the first guy gets 10.
Yeah, it is. Each
so I can't put one of my +4s on each of my hits.
No, each hit is the dice +1. So the first hit is 5, then it's 5, then it's 4, then it's 2.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's what I meant. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
So if he takes the first 2 dice, he is dead. So who takes the third dice?
This one.
So that's 4 damage on him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And who takes the last one? 2
damage
on him. Okay, Kiara. That was your turn.
Yeah.
Next it is the Duergar, sorry, to attack. So this one's going to move forward, and he's going to attack at one of the Throne Wardens of Rockhome. So let me just quickly get. I've got a lot. I'm juggling a lot of character sheets here, guys. Armor class of 12, nothing to worry about, right? So next Duergar, he's going to come here and attack at Ulrich.
Oofed.
Right, what's Ulrich's armor class? Doesn't hit him. Next Duergar's this one. So he's going to turn and see that a new combatant has joined the battle and turn and attack at Fargrim.
Olgrim?
Oh, that's Olgrim, yeah, sorry. And not hit him. Right, so who else have we got? This one, although he looks like he's using a crossbow, isn't. He's going to use a Warhammer. Armor class 7 doesn't hit him. We've got this one here. He's going to, in fact, he's going to stay there. Does he have a crossbow? No, they don't have crossbows. They've got spears. So he is going to, from there, from his elevated range, he's going to get a plus. What do you get for elevation? +2 on your attack? It is, isn't it?
I remember.
He's going to get +2 on the spear toss. And miss. Right, so that is him and him. I now have this guy. This guy is going to throw a Warhammer. In fact, he's going to move up to here. He's going to throw a Warhammer at Darrow.
Hang on, how did he get up there without going up the steps?
That's only a little 5 foot. Right, okay.
And
well,
he's a Duergar.
He's
he's
enlarged, right? So he was only here. So if he goes up this bit, which is broken, it would only take a little bit of movement off him. It's not much of a climb.
Okay.
He's enlarged. Yep, he gets to there, so he's still got more than half his movement. Nice try, David. And he's going to throw a Warhammer at Darrow with the +2 elevation, which I forgot to add in, but it's not going to be a hit. Hoofed. He rolled. What did he roll?
14.
A 4. He rolled a 4. Right, so that is all.
There you go. Scum.
That is all the Duergar for now. Charlemagne's turn. I can get my smoke now.
Does he having to go through this other gap because he's too big?
Charlemagne won't fit through the one that Kiana's standing in, definitely not. He could get through this one that Fargrim's behind though, yes.
he is gonna go in here and stand behind the arrow, but beside this little bushy bit.
Okay.
He's not told dickhead.
Alright. Olgrim, next.
No, Olgrim used his full move this turn.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at a second attack on the initiative tracker, haven't I? So, it is Eleanor's turn.
I'm just reminding myself of the effect of prayer.
Yeah, it was 60 feet, I think.
Oh my days, I need to give up on this. Like, I'm too shaky.
So I guess Eleanor's casting prayer, you're just checking who's affected by it, right?
Yes, it's 60-foot radius. She can do half movement.
Okay.
So who's at the back of the party now? And the car?
Yep.
So I want to move till I reckon he's just within the rear of the spell.
So maybe some
No, so it's not Adam McCarthy.
Eleanor's the furthest back.
So, so she moves 60 foot.
So that's as far as she can move.
No, she's not going to move. Okay. She'll move up next to Darrow. In fact, she'll move up the steps, can't she? No. I was thinking these steps.
She's heading up there.
Yeah, so she'll move there and cast prayer when she gets there.
Okay, so that means everybody. So, does Eleonora count the Throne Warden of Rockhome as allies? Do they get the effects of this spell?
Yeah, they're going and helping them.
Okay, so all the Duergar, and I think, I'll double check, but even the Steeders are going to be... Oh no. Okay, so that one Steeder at the back is not affected. Let me put something to mark it with. So this is not affected by Eleanor's prayer spell, is a lightning bolt. Somebody remember I used that symbol for not affected by Eleanor's prayer spell, because everything else on the map is. Okay, that was Eleanor's turn. Now we come to one of the Throne Warden. What you know in the Human Society is the King's Guard. Down here in Dwarf Society is the Throne Warden, and it's Duergar Goldbraid is this man's name. He is, where is he on the map? He's here. Let me pull up his character sheet so I know what his weapons and stuff are.
And he's +1 to hit, +1 damage.
Nice. Thank you, Eleonora. So he mains a battle axe, right? Okay, so he's gonna head up. In fact, let me just do some movement. See what he can do with a battle axe.
Days, oh my days.
Because there's not much room for him to manoeuvre here. Let me decide what... Oh, I don't know. He's going to try and get round the back, because there's not actually much he can do there. Dwarf gets to about there. Okay, so, Andy McCar's turn.
Right, well, I shall advance. I don't think I can get into battle, though, can I, from here?
Where are you going?
Well, don't think it matters which of the gaps I duck through, but I want to kind of advance down towards the front here somewhere, but can I reach? I don't think I can reach
as far
any
as
of
that,
them.
so you can... Yeah, you'd be diagonal bases with this one. Yeah, you could.
Oh, well, if I can hit it.
Yep. Your diagonal bases with him after half your movement, so yeah, you can attack that.
I will do that.
Alright.
Okay, so if I just move him across to, what, about there?
So you join Olgrim and Ulrich fighting this enlarged Duergar.
Yeah.
This grey-skinned, emaciated-faced looking dwarf with no hair and no beard. Or very little hair and no beard.
Mutant scum.
Right, I shall roll to hit.
Good luck.
Have I got any bonuses?
+1.
It's one for the prayer.
Yeah, I need to do Eleanor's token. Where is she?
Oh, that might do.
Armour class 1. Let me check in a second. I'm putting a token on Eleanora. 6 rounds. Armour class is 4. That hits him. Give me damage.
Okay,
Last
here we
blood
go.
again.
And he's obviously smaller than man size, or man size.
Well, no, because he's enlarged now. So he's now no, he's still a medium creature. Yeah, he's not as enlarged as much as Darrow is. Still a medium creature. He's man-sized. Darrow's a bit over man-sized.
Any bonuses for...
Yes, prayer is +1.
Prayer. +1. Not very great.
6 damage.
There you go.
And that was this one here, yeah?
Yeah,
or was
I
it
think
this one here? Yeah, it is, sorry, yeah, I'm asking you, so it is him. Okay, 6 damage. He takes your sword as you spin round, do one of your fancy sword dancer moves. You do a big slice across his chest. The blood splat is this deep, not red, but this deep purple kind of grey blood spurts across out and across Ulrich, yourself, and Ogrim. And
mind what you're doing, lads.
Kill
him more carefully.
It comes to one of the other Throne Warden. It's Belrin Mountain Breaker. It's his turn. Now he is... Where is it on my character sheets? It's here. And he's... Oh, right, so... yeah, I've added his second attack, I think. Let me check the initiative. I've got both his attacks. Nice, okay. So he is fighting with 2 Warhammers, folks. 1 in each hand. And he's got a +1 on this, right?
Yeah, +1 to it.
Armour class 5 doesn't hit a Duergar. Sadly. So it's the turn of the Steeders. These giant, monstrous spiders that Duergar are known to keep as mounts and as aids in battle. The Steeder has a much bigger movement than a Duergar or a Dwarf. Let me just check its character sheet, in fact. I've not wrote it on the character sheet, it will be in the rules. It's going to take me too long to look.
I don't think it has a massive amount of movement.
I think it's just normal 12, yeah, so.
I think it's 12 if it's on a web. Spiders are remarkably slow if they're not
Go and
on
look
a
up,
web.
Steeder comes under giant spider in the spiders in the book if you want to look it up.
Yeah, and movement is normally 3 or 12 on a web.
He's only going to have to move to there anyway. It's not 3 or 12 on a web, not on a giant spider, not on this one. Not on a Steeder. they wouldn't use them as mounts if that was the case.
In that case, it must be 12 or 3 on a web.
I believe it's not that at all.
Keep thinking you're being very borders and saying a speeder.
It's a Steeder, yeah. So it's like spider, but it's a steed that you can like ride on.
The borders just saying a speeder.
A wee speeder, a big speeder. So the big Steeder is going to attack with.
Steeders can leap 240 feet.
You can leap 240 feet. There you go. So it's got no problem with movement. It can go wherever it wants. In fact, it could jump in behind people if it wanted to. So it's going to get.
But it would have to turn round.
It's going to get up there and have its attack with +2 against Bardrak anyway. Let me just pull up its character sheet. I've got so many. It's going to try to bite him with a -1, right?
All right.
Well, I've put the -1 in the wrong place. Hang on. It takes a while because I've got so many character sheets. So. -1 here. Hits at armor class 1. That does hit him, so it's damage time. Also, it'll be save versus poison time. What's the giant spider poison? Whoever had it open in the monster manual?
Not me.
I'll have a look anyway. So Steeders. I'll click Steeder. It takes me to... It's a giant spider. So what's its poison?
Which dwarves get a bonus against.
Yep. Special attack, see below. Giant spider. Poison type is F. Yeah, which causes immediate death if the victim fails a saving throw. Okay, so Bardrak's got to make a save versus poison. There's a +1 from prayer or no?
+1 from prayer.
Okay.
And up to +4 from constitution.
Yep. Poison. Poison, where are you? Is it +4 from constitution on the poison, is it? Right, I've put that in the wrong place then, so that goes there.
Up to.
Depends on his con.
Yeah. Okay. And so I add a +1 to this. Oofed. What? There's no onset time, he just drops dead there.
Well, there's normally time for a cleric to do kind of neutralised poison or slow poison, but
right.
it's basically dies over a round.
Okay.
You've got to get there that round.
Alright, okay, so he's got 1 round. Let me, instead of the X, let me put something else on him.
And he can't do anything the next round, he's basically expiring. But it gives, priests have a 1 round basically to do something about it.
Alright, okay. So the next Steeder.
And unfortunately, that's the ally who's furthest from the 2 clerics. There isn't a simple route through, is there?
So that's 45 feet to there. Okay. So he can get there and it's still at 60 feet. So he can attack Corlin Born Sunder. Tense, guys, eh? Critical hit.
Ah!
Also, I forgot to do the damage up here on the other one, so let me do the damage on the guy that got hit. Because there's bite has damage as well. So the first guy takes -1 on this.
Yep.
Yep.
So he takes 2 damage as well. So Corlin Bone Sunder is going to take.
Yo, mine's ready to come out.
It takes me so long to do everything because there's so many. -1 on this. So 10 damage on Corlin Bone Sunder. Oofed. And he has now got to make a save versus poison.
That +1 plus.
Yeah. It's plus
3.5 into his
it's +3 for him.
Yeah.
With the extra +1 as well. Success. So he doesn't die instantly from the poison. And the last Steeder. And I'm going to have to go to the bathroom after this one. The last Steeder.
And that's the one that does normal damage.
Yep, but it doesn't have any attack. Because it's moved more than half its movement. Okay, so after the Steeders we move on to Ulrich Great Axe, but I'm going to have to take a very quick bathroom break. Bear with me folks, I'll be back in a minute.
People can be entertained by it. Mostly don't know. You think he's getting fat?
Hope it makes you feel better, Tammy.
He does. He does.
Stroking pets normally makes you feel better.
So cool as well. Like he's getting so clever. I'm like honestly, people don't believe me because he's just a hamster. But I've taught him so many things, like so many tricks and stuff. Like he has like little ways of telling me what he wants and things too. Like, people think I'm mad, but he's like a rat. He's so clever. Watch, if I don't put the lid on quick enough, he pokes his head out. See what I'm doing? It's like, come on. Like, what? He gets annoyed with me. Like, come on. Okay, it's coming. Hold on. Right, ready? But I have to put it on and like click it the opposite direction because he runs and bashes off stuff to open it up to get out.
I heard the whole spiel about the hamster. Yes, he is getting fat.
It's super cute. You should have seen him when he the lid on his ball quick enough, he pops his head out as like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
Sorry. So yeah, he was keeping me entertained.
Yep, it was entertaining Twitch as well. Right, we move on to Ulrich and Great Axe. This is your cousin Darrow. He's a member of the Throne Warden. You're very proud of him. He's been in the Throne Warden for since he was just out of school, since he was a young, whatever a teenager is for a dwarf. And once I find him on the map, Ulrich Great Axe is here. Yeah, so he's gonna attack this Duergar in front of him with a +1 on everything, eh?
Aye.
Alright. And he hits him. He's got a +1 on his damage as well, eh?
Oh, that's nonsense.
Ooh. So you see Ulrich obliterate the Duergar in front of you. The Duergar in front of you he was already hurt by Andy McCarr. He already had the big cut across his chest by Andy McCarr. The axe of Ulrich Great Axe smashes into the already wounded chest and bursts this Duergar open in two.
That's bad damage, like.
Ladies and gentlemen, Darrow's cousin, Ulrich Great Axe.
Good for him.
Fargrim.
Opens his mouth and screams silently and rushes across and charges up and wallops this guy with his hammer, with his maul.
Oh, and he's still got the silence on this. How many rounds is left on the silence?
You tell me. I think it was about 14 left, wasn't it?
Silence.
Or was it?
There was who's it on Fargrim? There is there's only 5 rounds left on the silence as we started this. If this is round 1, there's 5 rounds left.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. So there's now a silence 15-foot radius there. So Fargrim goes screaming silently into battle, and he hits. So the giant hammer slams into this Duergar, knocking him back and making no sound. Oh!
Doing 14 damage.
So, although it makes no sound, this Duergar's armour, you see it buckle and crumple, and the Duergar winces in pain and swears at you in his native language and stumbles back a bit, and yet he comes.
Ha!
Horik Irongong is another member of the Throne. Now, he looks half see-through for some reason. It looks like he's half on the GM layer. I don't know why that is. Let me check his weapons to see if he's got any missile weapons for it.
Which one?
Yeah, he has a spear, so Horik's going to move to here and throw a spear at this guy. With +1, right? And he gets a critical hit. Right.
Oof.
Now he is a fighter, so he rolls a 1d4. I'm doing crits. Right, okay. So, double damage on the damage from this spear.
4 then.
Okay, spear. Small to medium creature.
So is that 4 damage, or that dice tells you that it's 2 times the damage?
No, if he had rolled a 4 there, it would have been triple damage because of my extra rule for critical hits. That's what I was rolling there. I'm rolling it for NPCs and monsters in this one.
Yeah, I was checking. That's what I thought you were doing, but I wasn't sure if it was that or if it was 2 damage.
So it's this doubled. 10 damage. Oof.
Oh,
You see another Duergar bleed out and die. The spear hits him in that little bit between the chest and the throat, and goes right in there, just above your like in between your collarbones. The spear sticks in, and he falls back to the ground dead. Another Duergar bites the dust, and we have another member of the Kingsguard, Bardrak Thundermace. Where is he? Oh, he's right up front, but he's got the 2 dead ones there, so he's going to turn around and... In fact, no, he's the one who's bit. So he's got until the Steeders turn to... He's doing nothing right now. Can he do anything while he's in between the...
Well, I suppose if there was a priest, he could stagger over towards him, but...
Does he know? He knows he's dying. That poison's killing him fast. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he's going to take one last gasping attack. Then I'll let him have an attack, and he's going to turn around and attack this thing that bit him. And he's like gasping for breath.
His arrow.
Nah.
Yeah, and his dad was there.
He gasps for breath. In mid-combat, he's not seen you. You've just arrived in this battle. He was already in battle. He's not noticed you. He will turn and attack as his last action. Bardrak Thundermate. Where is your character sheet? Turn and attack with his battle axe with his +1. And armor class 6. Does it hit these things? No, it doesn't. So with his last gasping action, he fails to do anything. Now Belrin, Mountain Breaker. This is the guy. Is this the guy that's using 2 warhammers? Let me check his character sheet. Sorry for having so many guys. This is huge. Yeah, he has 2 warhammers. So he is going to move up here onto this one.
Oh, I needed to do some stuff while I was on. Yes.
Hits armor class 2. That's a hit. I get to roll some damage now. Remembering the +1 every time as well. 7 damage. Okay. That Duergar looks hurt but not dead. Now we go to Condorlin Bonesunder. Where is he? He's this one here. Oh, he's got the spider. He's got the spider. He's got the spider and the Duergar, isn't he? Oof. Right. Okay. Yep. So he's gonna know that the spider is the real danger. Yes, Peter.
Has the potion of speed expired?
No. We've got the extra attacks in, haven't we?
Oh, you've got it in, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe so.
He's moved 60 foot and attacked, and he has another attack.
So Condorlin Bonesunder is gonna. He knows that the spider is the bigger danger, and he's gonna attack it. Now he gets an extra attack in the next round. Somebody needs to remind me multiple attacks when I do initiative next round, because some of these guys have it. That misses anyway. So last in the Throne Wardens is Honorhorn, and he is using a crossbow. So he's going to take aim at one of the Steeders. I think that is the wise choice for him as well. So he's going to turn, face the giant spiders, monsters. He's going to aim at this one here. With his +1. And miss. Right, at the end of the round is this one Duergar in particular. Let me check. This one. Yeah, this one. Seems to have slightly fancier armour than the rest on.
Yeah, that's why Fargrim's taking him on.
The one that's fighting Fargrim. -1 on this,
Right.
Armour class 7 doesn't it? Fargrim with his master armour. right? And sorry, not the very end of the round, because Fargrim does have that second attack because of that potion of speed. Fargrim, you can tell this is the boss of these Duergar. He's got mad tattoos in his head, he's all decorated and stuff. Ooh, and an armor class 2 does hit him.
Aye. Another 15.
Right, okay.
29.
Well, it's not a critical hit, but because it had 2 left, I like to let you describe these obliterations now and again. I'll let you tell us how that one went, David.
Well, so-called fancy armor, but it's not dwarf made, so it shatters when he smote him in the face with the end of his maul. And
Beautiful.
The body just collapses like the scum they are.
Alright. So that was round 1 in this epic battle. It's 9:30. Do you want to do round 2 or not? Round 2 might take a while.
You're down to 3 spiders.
Yeah, well, yeah, you have you have halved the force. Yeah, they are halved already. So round 2 might be a bit quicker than round 1.
3 spiders. And how many drow still?
3 Duergar.
There's 3 Duergar and the 3 Steeders. Are we going to go do round 2 then?
2.
Yeah, I'm going to roll initiative.
Well, hang on though. Hang on before you do, because one of our players isn't feeling so great tonight. Do you want to do round 2?
Do you think it will be the same as round 1? Because we've been smashing through these.
I think it'll probably take the half hour that we've got normally left, like at least. Well, not at least, probably. I think we'll be alright within the half hour, actually, yeah.
Let's do it then, guys.
Yeah? Okay. So, Daryl, you're changing initiative, yeah? Right. What extra attacks do I need to... In fact, before you guys have me adding extra attacks, I'm going to add extra attacks for guys amongst my guys that have them. So he gets an extra one.
So that'll be an extra 2 for Fargrim, an extra 2 for Olgrim. Sorry, an extra 1 for Olgrim.
Kiara changed the initiative.
So Condorlin gets a +7. Where's his? 15. 15 plus 7 is 22, so he gets a 22. Okay, and I've got...
I think that would be a great target for a lightning bolt over there, Kiara.
Yeah, well, David, are you looking at...
I'm thinking!
Yes.
Horic Iregon gets a second this turn.
Yes. Watch those spiders dancing on their 8 legs as they crumple in the static electricity. Yeah.
So what's Horic's first one is on 14, so his next one's on 20. Bear with me, 2 minutes, guys, to do these. He is using the crossbow, so he doesn't get an extra one. Bardraka did his. Dundern is 3 every 2 with the battle axe. I've got to add one for Dundern at +7. Where is Dundern? Not the dead one, is it? No, he's not dead yet. Anyway,
no, he's down here facing one of the spiders.
So add turn with +7. Where is he on here? So 11, so 18 for his one. I'm almost done with these. Next, Condorlin, he has 3 every 2 with a +7. Have I done his second one? Yeah, I've done his second one, right. You guys, how are you doing for initiative? You all done?
Please add 1 initiative for Olgrim on 12.
Oh, yeah. Add turn Olgrim on 12.
And add 2 for Fargrim on 19 and 22.
Fargrim on 19 and 22.
Yeah, mine still says 8 in the track order, but I re-rolled and I got a 7.
Okay.
Good.
Fargrim on 19 and 22. You got a 7, Kiara.
Yeah.
What have you rolled for?
Lightning bolt.
Ooh. Right, is that everybody?
Yeah, I don't need to change initiative.
Right, this is going to be a bloodbath. Round 2 starts with Kiara. You're casting lightning bolt. Oh my days, where is this going to go? What's going to happen from and where? Oh my, this could be messy.
Someone remind me, is it an area or is it a target?
No, it's
generally a line.
Yeah, it's a line. So if you can line a couple of guys up with it, the more the merrier.
How about going and
to the
standing by Fargrim?
I need to get rid of the turn order. 1 second, because it's getting in the fucking way. Right, and I need to back out just slightly.
If you
look
move
at those spiders in a line.
If you move 50 feet up next to Fargrim, you've got 3 spiders in a line.
Look at the planning they're doing for you. They've got your line of sight planned out. Look at that.
Is that all right, Kiara?
Yeah, so if I go up here,
that's it.
Yeah, that's less than half your movement, so you can do it. Nice.
Those spiders are nasty. We want them eliminated.
Right. So there are 2 different lightning bolts you can cast. Remind me the difference between the 2.
I'm not the expert on lightning bolt. Peter,
It's either 10 by 8. Sorry, it's either 5 foot wide and 80 foot long, or it's 10 foot wide and 40 foot long. You've got a fair range, so you can start assuming there's no with the height of the platform, there's going to be a Duergar in the way.
And you can have it start from here.
You start it from there, and
so keep your arrow, Dave, up, and I'll put another one up. So basically,
and you might as well make it 40 foot long, because I think it's not going to rebound, is it?
Yeah, as long as you don't get the friendly dwarves in the caught up in it. That's the main thing.
They'll duck. They're quite short.
So see the orange line. That's pretty much what you want to do. But we think if you do it from here, you potentially you can hit that Duergar as well, eh?
In actual fact, if you do it 10 foot wide off that line, 5 foot off that line,
you're getting him too.
There, and you'll get both the Duergar. You'll get all 3 spiders and the 2 Duergar.
Yes, and they have saves, right?
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Saving at -1, except for 1 spider.
Okay, so I'm gonna make saves for them first, Kiara. Wait, and then you roll the damage, because I want to see who's taking half and who's not first, right? So I'll roll for the Steeders and for the Duergars, not individually. I'll do Duergar as 1 roll and Duergars as 1 roll and Steeders as another. So Duergar's gonna roll a save. Is it just save versus spell? Yeah. At
-1.
Okay.
Kiara saves the day.
Well, let's see.
Kiara.
So the Duergar don't make their save. Let's see if the Steeders make their save.
2 of them are at -1. 1 of them is a straight roll.
Okay, so do you know what? Because it's not going to take much longer, I'll do everybody individually. So the next Duergar's going. It's not going to take too long. Spell. -1. So they both failed, right? So what I'll do is the one that's normal, that doesn't have the -1, and then I'll do the other 2 as a unit, right?
Right.
So I'm also trying to save time here as well. So this is the one on its own first. I've got a funny mouse, man, it's annoying me. -1. Failed.
No, the one on its own is a straight roll. The other 2 are
right, okay.
-1.
It still would have failed anyway.
And so these 2 are at -1.
Yeah, in fact, because if I get his character sheet up, and then if I hit the button twice, I can just do them individually. It's no hassle. So this is the 2 of them separately. We'll see the one in the middle first.
At -1.
At -1. And the other, and the top one at -1. There you go. So I did roll everybody individually, and they've all failed their saves. So now Kiara gets to roll a damage, and they all take full damage. What's the damage on this?
76.
76.
Alright.
Beautiful. Right, I have to get the fucking advanced dice roller up. Let's go. 7.
Bear with me a sec. I'm going to see if I can get a thing up. Sorry?
Just +4.
No.
No.
Just plus.
Just 7d6.
Oh, okay. As if that wasn't enough.
That's quite a bit.
Well, 25. Pretty damn devastating.
There was one pretty shit roll in there, but that's not too bad. Look at that. Oh, yes. Look
Something
at
like that, eh? How's that look?
Yeah.
That look about right?
Aye.
Okay, so what did you do? 25 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, let me put this on the map for a second.
I think this round may take less than you planned because there's a lot fewer opposition.
Maybe. Oh, this spider would have 24 hit points. Viewers can see their hit points. I have that up on screen for viewers. I'm not lying, like that one had 24. This one's got 22.
Let's go.
Kiara, what have you done to my combat? What have you done? This one's got 27. Yes, this one's still alive. That one didn't die. Nice. Right, that's Kiara's turn. I'll leave that lightning bolt up on the map for now.
And the last Duergar?
Oh, the Duergar as well. Yeah, sorry, him. Oh yeah, he's dead. There's nothing left standing of him. You know, like in a cartoon when somebody gets electrocuted and you see like an X-ray of them and they go for a bit and then it's just and it's a pile of dust. Bit like that with him as well.
Two speed Duergar.
Boom. Nice, Kiara. So that was 2 Duergar and 2 Steeders with that one lightning bolt. Nice kills. That is some kills. Right, and let's guess whose turn it is next. It's your pet bear.
Yes, well, where is he? Let's see. Does he really need to... Right, I can't... Oh, zoom in, Tommy. Jesus. Right, come on. Right, who's even left? This just a spider at the back.
You've got this Steeder here.
And one Duergar there.
And one Duergar here.
Who's surrounded by Fargrim, Olgrim, Belrin, and Ulrich.
Not this one.
That's Olgrim!
Yeah, don't bite him.
Yeah, you've got him here.
You can reach over the top of Olgrim and wallop him.
You can do it from the stairs here as well. Easy. Like that.
I just go... Yeah, well... And then would I get an advantage?
You've got +2. No, +1.
Right, I'm gonna hit
You don't have the advantage of elevation. Fargrim and Kiara in the way of you getting up there.
But +2 that you said.
+1, sorry.
Okay.
One of the Steeders survived that, I'm so happy. Yeah, that's a hit. You can roll damage for that then. Is that an 18? No, it's a 17. Okay, roll damage.
Large or small medium?
It's still medium.
Is it? Oh,
no, still medium. Yeah, still medium. They're only increased by 40%, whereas Darrow's increased 70%. 3 damage with the paw. That has a +1 on it. Yeah, did you not add it?
4 then. Yeah, I didn't add it. That's 4.
So with his first attack, Charlemagne's taken out the last of the Duergar.
The Duergar. Which just leaves one Steeder.
It's Ogrim's turn.
Aye. Charges up to here and hurls. Can he actually see? Where can he see that from?
What, this Steeder?
Yeah.
He could see it from there, but it's got. You don't get any disadvantage from it having elevation on you. It would just have elevation it attacked. So, let's say it's got, because of the 2 steps going up, let's say it's got like a 25% cover. You've got a -1 on the attack.
Okay.
So it's a flat.
He's also throwing his warhammer up at it. So
you've got some range on that.
Extreme range.
So you've got -what on this?
Well, it's long range, so I think is that -5?
Yep, so -5 total. Throw! Let's see.
Well, those things are vicious.
You just saw it took 25 lightning damage, so if you hit it, you should be golden, like.
Nope, missed.
Well, it was a bit of a long shot, almost literally.
It was.
Literally.
It's the turn of the Duergar, but they are all dead. So that means Ogrim has a second attack. Needs to throw in the other hammer.
Aye.
Nice. Let's go. Ogrim's going to have more attacks than hammers.
We've got the holy water sprinkler as well, you know.
Well, aye, he does, yeah.
Not really a throwing weapon, though.
Nope. Oh no, you've not rolled again yet, have you? Sorry, that's the first one I'm looking at. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, with +2 Warhammer and +1 from the prayer, it's going to be on -2 with minimum roll.
8 damage. Splat!
Splat was the right word. You already saw it took 25 damage from the lightning, so you know, without metagaming, that he has obliterated that thing. So, Ogrim has killed the last enemy on the battlefield.
But this guy's just expired behind him.
Well, when does he expire? He expires exactly on the Steeders' turn, which is 13 in the initiative.
But who's able to get to him and do a...
Darrow's...
The casting
next.
time is more than 2.
But Darrow, would you be running towards him and trying and wasting a spell slot trying, would you?
Well, I'd be running forward trying to work out what's happened.
By the time you get to him, he'll drop down dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's
there
one...
is the room on the bear for another.
That's -2 rounds from everything, right?
Fargrim will drop his hammer off the side and kind of go over to Kiara, grab her around the waist and give her a hug and smack on each cheek. Pick her up and dance round.
At this point, there are several members of the Throne Warden now looking towards you all with amazement in their eyes. Darrow, you have just went right past and brushed shoulders with your cousin, Ulrich Greataxe. He looks at you. Cousin, you have returned.
You should be saying, cousin, you're growing.
What, cousin? You've certainly grown. What's happened? That's right. You're still enlarged 70%, eh? Cousin, you're back.
One of the elves cast a magic on me.
And you've come to aid Rockhome in its plight against the Duergar and the Drow are here, Darrow.
Barak Thram.
The Drow
Barak Thram appeared in my dreams and said I must hurry.
The Drow are here in the city, Darrow, killing women and children, taking over the whole city. They're raiding, they are killing.
And we have on the bear a wee gnome who hates the Drow. If only we can find someone who can bring him back to life. And of course, do I know the dead? I know the name of the dead?
Bardrak.
It's Bardrak, but you maybe wouldn't know him. You would know
and your
your
fallen
cousin.
comrade. Let us hurry. Are we able to hurry to town where there's a priest too?
Yes, we must seek Father Baron. Do you tell him about Snenkynook and how burnt badly and destroyed he is, yeah?
He's in the Scarf of Resurrection. I would start telling him.
It's not a Scarf of Resurrection, you wish. It's a Scarf of Everlasting Preservation, so he's not rotten. You wish it was a Scarf of Resurrection. No.
I think you're building him up too much, you know. He's not a great drow killer.
So would you tell him how badly dead he is? He's not just dead, that he's like a little stump.
Maybe if you bring him back, he'll become a great drow killer.
We must rush you to Father Baron. We must take you to the church of Barak Thram, We must make haste immediately. And he'll turn to his men. Men, hold the position here. I must escort my cousin back to the church. Come, cousin, come.
Well, I know the way if you need to be with them. But we also must carry your fallen comrade.
We're on a battlefront here. I must leave my men at least. I will pick up Thunder Mace, and he will go and he'll go and do a big fireman's carry. We must see Father Baron. We must. So he's got his fallen comrade on his shoulders. We must go, men. Hold the line here.
And we pick up the treasure chest again, unless we think we're going to run out of the duration of the potion before we get to Father Baron.
We can at least bring it part of the way, can't we? I mean, if you get too weak to carry it, then you can just put it down.
Well, you know where the tree is, you know where the temple is, so you would know how long it's going to take then, Darren.
You know you're 5 minutes away from Rockhome if you run. From the church in Rockhome if you run.
Okay, then we carry it.
So.
He called Father what?
Okay, we're running to the church.
What did you say, Kiara? Sorry.
What is the father called?
Father Baron, and he's the head.
Father Baron isn't my father. Father Baron is the mightiest. Is the leader of the Church of Barrackthran.
Also,
I was asking what the father who it was we were looking for.
Father Baron. He's the most powerful priest in Rockhome, and he is Darrow's mentor. He is the head of Darrow's church. And he's an old wise dwarf, and you must rush to see him immediately. Rockhome is this direction, folks.
Right, okay.
Let's go. This is what we've been waiting for. Carry like yes. And maybe almost close to shooting off another lightning bolt. Let's fucking go, please.
This is where we find out whether dwarven clerics can be high enough level to cast that spell.
I give Charlemagne a little pat, and then maybe a tiny little bit of food out or rations, and be like, it's almost there. We just have to do this last bit, and we'll have them back.
So you're heading out. Next map.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's.
Okay. So you all get everybody. Do you want to gather everybody together? I'll leave these guys here. Your cousin's coming with you. Ulrich will come with you. So just get everybody to the bottom of the map if you're leaving it.
Wait, sorry, I wondered what you were doing. Can I not move them both at the same time?
Yeah, if you draw a box around them, you should be able to.
Damn it. I'm a fucking pro.
Yes. So.
I can't. You must have moved Eleanor because she's not where I left her last.
No, I've pulled her down.
So,
Eleanor's down at the bottom here.
Oh, do we need to be that far down? Let's go.
You head off down the Gold Road, and within 1-2 minutes of running down the road, the rest of you are walking because the rest of you are running dwarf speed, so the rest of you are just walking. You're running dwarf speed, carrying. So you've got your cousin is carrying his fallen comrade, and within 1 minute, 2 minutes of running, you see the great gates of the Gold Road entrance to Rockhome.
As long as we're not skipping, follow the gold brick road, follow the gold brick road, follow the gold brick road.
So the bricks are not made of gold, but it is a very
nonsense. That's what the legend says.
Once you get a bit closer to the city, it's not like all ruinous like here. The road is well kept, perfectly straight and uniform. The tunnel has the concrete pillars are in the exact measurements between, and you start to come inside of the gates of the city of Rockhome, and that's where we'll leave it tonight.